So what do you mean by job application letter? The singular subject does not become plural if it is connected to another subject. So here the objective him is wrongly used for the nominative he. So comparative degree is used only when reference is made to one of two objects. Welcome dear students. I am Mrs. Reena, lecturer, Department of English at Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU. Today in this session, let us discuss the language components, job applications and correction of sentences of 4th semester BCom. So here we will be going through how to write a job application and also we will be going through the correction of letters. So after completing your graduation, so many of you will be planning to search a job, right? Or else some of you will be planning to do your further studies. But those who are opting for jobs, you have to write your job applications and resume. So today here, we will know the meaning of job application and how to write the application and how to write your resume. So what do you mean by job application letter? So a job application letter is a letter which is written by the job seeker, to a prospective employer for a position in his or her organization. And it is also known as cover letter. So, it is a letter you send with your resume. So, it is a letter, job application or the cover letter is a letter which you send along with your resume to provide information on your skills and experience. So now you understood what is a job application or a cover letter. So it is a letter which you write to the employer to know about your skills and experience. So when you write a job application, these are the following things which you have to consider. So when you write a job application or a cover letter, you have to use this format. First is contact information. That is from address, your address. Okay, so there you have to mention your complete address. Then after that you have to write the place and date, everything there. Then employer contact information. That is to address. Okay, so to which organization, to whom you are writing, to which manager you are writing, which organization you are writing the letter, that address you have to write there. Next is salutation. Salutation means dear sir or respected sir. Whatever you start the letter, before writing the message, you have to start the letter with the salutation. So that is dear sir, dear ma'am, whatever you want to write, you will write there. That is known as salutation. Next is body of application. That is the message. If you are writing a job application or cover letter after looking into an advertisement, so there you have to mention that also. So for example, according to the news which I got through this paper, I am writing this letter for the position of so and so, and you have to start the letter like that and you have to write the body information inside that. That is known as body of application. And next one is complimentary clause. That is at the end, after writing the whole message, at the end you will write with regards, thank you, with regards, and your name and signature. That is known as complimentary clause. So next one is about resume format. Now let's look into this resume format. Whatever, when we prepare our resume, whatever we have to use, okay, what the the rules which we have to follow to write a resume or prepare a resume are these follows. We have to follow these things. So along with the cover letter, it is must that you have to attach your resume also. Okay, so when you're writing a resume, you have to include this details in that. That is your career summary, key skills, personal qualities, professional experience, achievements, academic qualification, and personal details. So, under career summary, you can include or you can write as I'm enthusiastic accounting professional. Okay, then experience of managing accounts. All these things you can include in this career summary. So the objectives. So in career summary, you can use the objective, why you want to join this job or what you want to do after joining this job, that you can include in career summary. So next is the key skills. Under this, you can write your skills. For example, I'm expertise in MS Excel spreadsheets. Then you can write experience of working in SAP. All these things you can include in key skills. Next is you can write your personal qualities. Personal qualities means you can write it as excellent communication skills. Okay, you can write excellent communication skills, hardworking, positive attitude, then excellent team player. So all these things you can include in your personal qualities. Next comes the professional experience. So if you have any experience in the same type of job, previous years, if you have worked in different institution, you can give the details of that institutions. Okay, then how many years you have worked, all these things you can include in professional experience. Okay, so there you have to mention the organization name in which you have worked already. Next comes the achievements. Okay, so in that field, in the previous field, where you have worked, whether you have achieved something in your field, or else if you have won any awards, all that things you can mention under achievements. Next comes the academic qualifications. Under academic qualifications, you have to mention your qualifications which you have studied. For example, graduation, post-graduation, or if you have done any professional courses. Okay, all that thing you can include under academic qualifications. Next comes the personal details. Okay, so personal details, there you have to mention about your own personal details, that is date of birth, your address. So all that things, nationality, everything comes under this personal details. Hope you all understood how to write a cover letter as well as a resume. Okay, now you got the clear format. So I think you can be prepared for this. You can prepare a cover letter, or you can be prepared with your cover letter as well as your resume format now itself. So don't forget, these are the things, that career summary, key skills, personal qualities, professional experience, achievements, academic qualifications, and personal details. These are the things which you have to include in your resume format. So next, here we are going to learn about corrections of sentences. So whenever we write a letter or whenever we speak, it's a must that we have to use the proper sentences. So many of us, usually we make lot of mistakes in our sentences, right? Even in both in written and spoken language, we make mistakes. So let's see which are the mistakes which we usually do, and let's try to correct ourselves. Okay, so first one is subject and verb. We have to take care of this subject and verb. So the verb should agree with the subject. Here the verb should agree with the subject in number, gender and person. Okay, the verb should agree with the subject in number, gender and person. Next, the singular subject does not become plural if it is connected to another subject by, as well as, with, either or, neither nor, etc. Okay, got it? So the singular subject, it will not become plural when we connect that with another subject using this as well as. It remains singular itself. So as well as, with, either or, neither nor, etc. So when we use all these words, the singular subject will not become the plural subject. Next, the use of each, every gives a distributive effect and renders the subject singular. Here also when we use each, every, so it gives a distributive effect, right? But it remains, the subject remains singular there. So let's look into the example. He as well as his brother has come. So we have not used have here. Okay? Either Raju or Robert has done this. Here we are considering only the singular, this one. So here we have not used have. Neither Joseph nor Ahmad was present. So here also we have not used were. Got it? Next one. Errors in the use of case, that is nominative case and objective case. The subject of the verb is always used in the nominative case and the object in the objective case. Okay, let's look into the example. As soon as we heard the doorbell, we knew it was him. So here the objective him is wrongly used for the nominative he. Okay, instead of he, we have used him. The next one, they wanted I to be the president of club. Okay, so the nominative here, I is nominative, me is objective case. So the nominative I is wrongly used for objective me. So they wanted me to be the president of club. So here instead of me, we have used the nominative I. That is where it is wrong. Next, consistency in the use of tense. Okay, so for example, we make differences between the tenses, timings. Okay, so use of tense along with the timings also. So let's see what are the mistakes we usually do. Let's look into this sentences. He has come to my house yesterday. He has come to my house yesterday. Yesterday is already past. Next, my uncle went to Delhi tomorrow. Went is already past and tomorrow it's a future for us. So this two sentences will not make sense, right? So let's see what is the mistake which we have done here. The above sentences lack consistency between the verb and the word indicating time. Okay, there is a lack of consistency between the verb here, verb and the time. Okay, so come and went are the verb in this sentence. Yesterday and tomorrow is the time. So there is a lack of consistency. So let's see how to correct this sentence. The first sentence, he came to my house yesterday. That's all, it's simple. He came to my house yesterday. Came. It's already past. Yesterday is past. So you have to use the past tense there. Next one. My uncle will go to Delhi tomorrow. Tomorrow is future. Will go. When we use future, in future tense, we will use will. So, my uncle will go to Delhi tomorrow. Next one. The continuous tense. So, for example, the continuous tense is where we use ing there. So most of us unnecessarily we use ing form, right? So that is no need. Wherever there is necessary only we have to use this ing form. So it is used only to denote an action taking place at a particular time or shortly afterwards. Okay? So it is used only to denote an action taking place at a particular time or shortly afterwards. Let's see here. I am having a scooter. So instead of that, no need to use having there. Instead of that, we can say I have a scooter. Next, he was having diabetes. The diabetes, once if it will be there. Okay, lifelong it will be there. If there is cure also, so he will be a diabetic patient, right? So he had diabetes before. So next sentence is he was having diabetes. So instead of that, you can use he had diabetes. Next sentence, you are having a fine voice. So here you can use you have a fine voice. So directly we can say as you have a fine voice. No need of adding ing form unnecessarily there. Next, errors in the use of demonstrative adjectives. Okay, demonstrative adjectives in the previous class, that is in the adjectives we have learned that the words those, that, these, all these things are known as demonstrative adjectives. Okay, so here plural noun take plural forms of adjectives. Here plural nouns take plural form of adjectives. For example, I don't like those group of boys. Okay, so group of boys is singular. Got it? So boys is plural, but group of boys, group is singular. So those should be replaced by that. So instead of that, you can say I don't like that group of boys. Got it? Those is used for plural. So group is not plural here. Group is singular. Only boys. If the sentence was like this, I don't like those boys, it would have been correct. Here group is, they have included group. So group is singular. So no need of using those. Instead of that, you can use that. Next, the use of comparative and superlative. You know the meaning of comparative and superlative degrees, right? So comparative means when we compare with only two things, right? When there is two things. Superlative means more than two, that is three or more than that. So comparative degree is used only when reference is made to one of two objects. There will be only two objects. In comparative degree, only there will be two objects. So when we make a reference to one of two objects, it is comparative degree. Next, superlative is used to when reference is made to one of three or more objects. Okay, when the reference is made to one of three or more objects, that is superlative degree. For example, I chose the easier of the two questions. I chose the easier of the two questions. So it is in comparative degree. So here only two questions are there. Among that, the person he chose only one. So that is comparative. She was the most intelligent of all the girls in the class. In the girls, there may be so many girls, right? Maybe 10, 15, 20. Maybe. So among them, only she was the most intelligent. So here the reference is made to more than two or three or more than that. Next one, errors in the position of adverbs. Errors in the position of adverbs. So adverbs should be used nearest to the words they modify. Okay. So adverb is a verb which modify the verb, right? So that is That means, so it has to be used next to the word or near to the word which it is going to modify. Otherwise, the sentence, the meaning of the sentence itself changes there. For example, he only played cricket. Okay? He only played cricket. So, the correct sentence is he played only cricket. Okay? He played only cricket. This is the correct sentence. Next, the urchins nearly stoned the dog until it was dead. So, here nearly is the adverb. Okay? So, the urchins stoned the dog until it was nearly dead. So, this is the correct sentence. Next, errors in prepositions. Okay? So, certain words are followed only by certain preposition. We can't use all the preposition to certain words, right? So, for example, addict to, okay, ambition for, abound in, incapable of. We can't use, so addict to, we can't use another preposition there. So, it may give some other meaning there, right? So, we have to use, certain words will be having certain preposition only. So, certain preposition are governed by usage. Okay, so some preposition according to the usage we can use that. According to the usage or according to the meaning, we can use that preposition along with the words. For example, between the two, among all. Okay. Next is dangling constructions. So, dangling construction, look into the example here. Leaning against a wall, a scorpion stung him. Okay. The phrase leaning against a wall, which ought to modify the person stung by the scorpion, does not do so. So, here, which is modifying the person here? Leaning against a wall is modifying the person there. This is not modifying the person. So, this may be revised. We can revise it. We can invert the sentence there. When he was leaning against a wall, a scorpion stung him. So, this gives a proper meaning there. So, instead of writing leaning against a wall, a scorpion stung him, we can write when he was leaning against a wall, a scorpion stung him. Next one, on opening the door, a stranger was found shivering in cold. Got it? So, you can say on opening the door, he found a stranger shivering in cold. On opening the door, he found a stranger shivering in cold. Next one, redundancy. Okay, so most of us will do this mistake when we speak in our spoken language. What do you mean by redundancy? Using words or phrase unnecessarily where the required message is already arrived. Okay, so already the message we have said, but unnecessarily we will be using another word. Okay, so for example, return back. So already returning is coming back. No need of using back there. So you can write return. Got it? Or give back, come back. Like that we can use. No need of using return, back or all that things. So for example, so this is a common error which we make. Example, you see, they show a mutual affection for each other. Mutual means there is each other, right? So, no need of using each other again. So, each other. The word each other is redundant here. Okay, next, he lost his money purse. No need of mentioning money purse. Okay, so instead of that, you can use he lost his purse. So, money is redundant here. Got it? So, this is money and each other. Unnecessarily, we are using this word, repeating these words. So, hope you all understood how to write your job applications, then how to write your resume, and also some of the how to correct your sentence, right? And you can correct that. And in the next session, let us discuss about indirect and direct speech. Thank you all. Stay safe and healthy.